Hi, my name is Harry, and today I am going to show you how to integrate your Android app in Java with Firebase service. Okay, so as for your information, actually, Firebase has provided some services like the database, the real-time database, the storage, and then they have analytics and some more services inside them. But for this video, I'm going only to show you how to integrate the Firestore. Okay, actually it's the database which is NoSQL database in Firebase. Okay, first of all, to start our journey, to install the Firebase or to integrate the Firebase, the Firestore, we need to actually make sure our IDE has installed the Firebase. Actually, I think the modern or the newest the latest of version of Android IDE should have the Firebase pre-installed. But if you don't have this Firebase in your Android IDE, then you can go to the SDK manager, okay, and then go to the SDK tools and make sure that you have I think the name is Google service, I think, but it's not here, maybe because my ID is the newest one, so I'm not seeing that, but I can see it here. Okay, you can just click on Firebase tools, Firebase, so it will open the assistant windows here. Okay, so actually it's easy to connect with Firebase in Android IDE. After you click on the tools Firebase, here is the list of services under Firebase. Okay, so this is what I told you just now, that Firebase has a lot of services that they provided for our apps for developer. They have authentication for login. They have real-time database, cloud Firestore, which is we will see how to integrate with our app now after this. And then we have cloud storage for store your images, for your files, audio, and more. So they have a lot of here, including they have messaging for real-time too, maybe for notification or else. But now we only going to focus on Cloud Firestore. So to start, just click expand on this small triangle here. So it will give you two links. The first one is get started with Cloud Firestore. Let me see. Okay, and then you have get started with Cloud Firestore in bracket Kotlin. That means for Kotlin language. If you are using Java, and then you just choose the first one, get started with Cloud Firestore, which is I will going to click here. Okay, now here is the instruction. This is what I like about the Android IDE and the assistant services under the IDE. Okay, they have provided a small documentation which is we can just copy and paste and it should be work. Okay, it should be work. And then we just follow the step. The first step is connect to Firebase. Okay, let me click here. Click to the Firebase. Your application needs to be built before connecting to Firebase. Okay, because this is my new project and I never built it before. So that's why the Android IDE asked for build. So I just click on build. So we all know for Android developer, we all know that if the build is the first time build, so it will take some time to download, to setting some of the gradle setting and more. So we just need to wait a few minutes. Okay, so I have finishing build the project, and then I just continue to connect to the Firebase. So every time I click the connect to Firebase, it will open a page, redirect me to the page of the Firebase. But this one is I have built another project before, so I saw this page. But if you are the first one or the first time, you will see like this. You need to agree, and then maybe you need to put some of your billing information, but don't worry, the Google doesn't charge you. Okay, because the Firebase has a limitation for the free, and then if you use more than the limitation, and then might be charged for you. Okay, so after the registration, after the payment setup, you just click on the add project. So let me create my own my first project. So this is my Firebase demo app, which is the same name as my IDE. Okay, it will automatically insert the text, the value here. Okay, so now I just click continue, and then this one is the Google Analytics, and then just continue. So then it will ask for configure Google Analytics. This one for analytic usage. I like to just select the Google Ads, my account. This is my account. And then I will just create new project. So here is the loading page, which is we need to wait some seconds, I think, to Google create our Firebase project. So here we are. Our project in Firebase has been created. Okay, and then we just need to click on continue, and it will obviously prompt this pop-up, and it will loading. Actually, this one is for connecting between the Firebase in our web view now to our IDE. Okay, so here is still waiting for the web content, and then here if I click on connect, okay, if I click on connect, the IDE will automatically detected it, so it will mark the status as connected. Okay, so here we are. Actually, you need to go back to the last page, but you cannot press on back button, because the back button is the page to connect your Android Studio with this web. So it will be prompt error. So actually, you just can search on Google, which is search Firebase Console, and then maybe you can click the first one, but I don't like ads, so I click the second one. So here we are, and then I will click on the last project that I created. This is the analytics, the dashboard, to see your usage. Okay, on the below the dashboard, so it will tell you the real time, how many users using it, how many user request your data, and which services that are being used. Okay, because in Firebase we have some of services like authentication, Firestore Database, real-time database, storage, hosting function, and more and more. Okay, it's not just here, but it has more than this. Okay, so for today's tutorial, we are going to focus on Firestore Database. So just click on Firestore Database. So now you need to create a database. So if you have database, then you can connect with your Android app. So just click on create database. This is for the security rule. Actually, I love to use the production mode, but production mode cannot be allowed run on localhost. Your emulator cannot work to run Firebase database, so you need to mark on test mode. But I think we can change the code later, so we just put on production mode and then click next. Then you have to select a server. As I am in Malaysia, so I will be selecting Asia Northeast or Southeast if it's here, Asia Southeast. So I'm selecting the Asia Southeast one, and then I click enable. So this one might takes a few minutes, so we have to wait. So this is the Firestore database looks like. Actually, it's a NoSQL database, so it might be different from MySQL, from Oracle, because they are SQL-based database, and this one is NoSQL database. So there is no prefix structure for them. Then the collection is like more like tables in SQL database. So let's say I have a list of users. So then I just need to make a collection ID name users. Okay, so I click next, and then I need to make a first row. Okay, so let just the ID automated ID. Okay, and then the field I put name, a string, and the value is Harry, and then I put my phone as a string too. Okay, so I just put 018784900, and then I put another field for email. I will stick to string 2, harryintelt@gmail.com, and then I am putting let's say status is active or not. So I might be using the boolean, so the value is true, so that means this one is active user. So I just save. So now here is our collection. So in our collection there will be rows. In SQL database we call it rows, but in here we call it document. Okay, because it's a structure of an object, so we call it a document. So here is our document information or document data inside the document. Okay, so now I will putting some random things, because I'm going to show you how to fetch it from our apps. So now I'm putting here Emilia, then I'm putting the phone number, let's say 0123456789, and then here I'm going to put the email Harry alias harrytechnology.com, and here I put in the status as boolean and true. Save. So I have two data here. So how do I get this data and showing it in my apps? So first of all, I'm going to put some design in my apps. Actually, I'll be using a label. Okay, this one is simple. So let's see the code, and I'm giving it an ID, Android ID. Let's say results text. So what I'm going to do is I have a text view. So the text view result equals to find view by ID r.id dot result text. So here just alternative enter to include the library. So then let us go to the next step of the Firebase documentation. So here the first one we have successfully connected. So now we have to add the Cloud Firestore to your app. So just add the Cloud Firestore. Just click on the button. Then it will ask you to accept or not the changes of the library. So just accept the changes. So then we need to wait for a few minutes to the Android IDE to download the related libraries here down here. Okay, so we are going to wait. So now the second step is success. So then what we can do here, just follow the flow. Okay, so we need to instantiate our Firestore database. Okay, let me copy this one and then just paste in here. So we have a DB, which is it's an instance of the Firebase Firestore. Actually, it will read because we are not importing the class. So just right click, or you can just use the keyboard alternative enter for the shortcut, and then you just enter. Okay, then here's how to add the data, but I'm not going to show you how to add data. I'm going to show you how to get the data. Okay, so if we see here, it's quite simple, which is we just need to put DB and collection. That means we need to select a collection because this is the table name. So if we have multiple collection here, maybe users, roles, payments, maybe categories or some sort of collection that you need, then you just need to define in the bracket here. So in my case, I'm using the users, and then dot get. Get, that means we getting all the collections, the data inside the collection. Okay, and then just add. Let me put enter here. So add on. So complete listener. Okay, just put this one here, and then inside this one you just put new and then just put a space. Okay, wait. Don't forget to close the line. And new. Let me see. New on complete listener. Okay, so just use the first one, double click or enter, so it will generate the code. Let me hide this one. So now we have a task, which is the task is trying to get the data from our database. So now the task, if you see in the documentation here, the task, we need to validate if the task is success or not. So we just need to put the if task dot is successful, and then do something here. Do something. If not, then I might think using toast. Okay, so the get application context, and then put here cannot get the data. So what we want to do here is I'm going to put a string, maybe a private one. String result. Okay, it's an empty string, and then in here I can do for query. Actually, you can just look here or copy and paste here. It will work, don't worry. Okay, so document, so let me rename it as doc. So task dot get result. So this is for each. And then I can get the data from the doc. So how to do is I'm putting it in the variable results equals to doc dot get. I think I can use get string field name. So this one I just put name, which is the field name is the field in here on the most right side. This one we call is field. So what data we need, and then you just put the field name here. Okay, so I think I am going to take name, so I am putting here name, and then I just append into the same string, and then maybe I put a comma. So then the result I can show inside our text view. Result dot set text view, set text, and then I'm putting here the results. So now it's a finish. So that let us see, is it work or not? So but for my logic here is it's completely done. So actually we should have see our data here. So I have two data. The first one name is Harry, and then the second one is name is Emilia. So it should be showing me the two names inside my collection. So if you can see here, it said cannot get the data. So let me rerun it. So it said here cannot get the data. Actually, I think why this is happening, like I said before on the start, I told you that the security setting must be used the non-production mode. It means for the test mode, but we selected the production mode. So we need to change a bit. So we need to go to the rules here for the security, and we can see here some codes. Okay, so this is the rule set for security in our database. So this false just change to true. Okay, because for the false, it means it block all the local hosts. Okay, it block the unknown host. So that's why we need to put true. So it means we want to accept any request here. So just put in publish. But for production mode, make sure that you use the false for security. Okay, but for the test now, you can just put true here. Okay, so now I'm refreshing my apps, so we'll see if is it working or not. Yes, it's working. So Harry and Emilia here. So if I add another users here, let me show you. Add another document, auto ID, I fill name. Let me name it as Rock Lee. And then I put another field for the phone. Actually, in Firebase, there is no structure, so maybe I can put some document that has no others field. So just save it. So this one has 4 fields, but the third one has only 2 fields. So actually, it can be accepted in Firebase in Firestore because it has no structure. It's not don't have any fixed structure. So here we can see the Harry, Emilia, and Rockley. So guys, thank you for watching. So this is my video. I hope this might help many of you to start up using the Firebase and Android Java. So see you in the next video. Thank you.